นะครับวันนี้บีมาอ่านนะครับครับผมโอเคครับครับ
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We're waiting for our first participant to come in the room, and that is Professor Kenneth. Good afternoon, Professor. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ajaan. I'm very well, thank you.
Anything you'd like to say or ask?
Yes, Ajaan, I have a question relating to something that has happened since the time I was in Thailand recently. At that time, I was practicing more intensely and getting more calm, and I found at the same time something that happened was I started to have quite a lot of dreams during the night, which is very unusual for me, and this has continued until now. So I find myself having quite clear dreams, and I just wondered if that's a side effect of becoming more intense in the practice.
Not necessarily. Actually, you should have less dream when you become more intense in your practice because you have more mindfulness. The stronger
Okay.
mindfulness, the calmer the mind becomes, then the rest dreams you will have. So maybe your intense practice hasn't yet produced any result. Your mind hasn't yet been tamed by your intense practice. It's still rebelling. And maybe that's the reason why you keep getting more dreams than usual.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter really, whatever happens. In dreams, it's just, it's a time where you cannot control your mind with. So you have to have mindfulness and when you awake, but when you go to sleep, then it's put on autopilot. So it can go any way it wants to, depending on what kind of factors you have involved. Your good and bad karma will show you good dreams or bad dreams. And your training of your mind with mindfulness can have effect on the number of dreams you might have.
Okay.
So if you can tame your mind till your mind becomes calm, then the likelihood is you will probably have less dream. But but if you try to tame your mind, even though with intensity, and you cannot yet calm it down, then you might not have less dream. You might have more dreams.
Okay.
So it's not important really.
Mm. Okay. I was just curious. The dreams are um, not bad dreams. They're not good dreams. I would say
In between.
in between.
Okay,
Uh,
it
you,
means your good and bad karma are about equal.
okay, that's good news. Okay. Thank you, Tanajan. I was just curious to know where that was coming from. That's very helpful to know.
Yes, and in dreams you can dream. Some people believe in dreams. They think it's predicting something of the future. But whatever you think it is, you have to wait and see to prove it to yourself. Some dream can tell somebody's going to come to see you next week or something like that, and they
Uh,
actually came.
uh,
But that doesn't mean that your dream might be coincidental also.
okay.
So you have to wait and see and prove it time and time again until you're quite certain that every time you dream about something and it actually happens, then it means you have a special ability to know the future maybe.
Okay. No, that hasn't happened yet. So
Mm,
I just ignore them actually. So
yes. In Thailand,
okay.
people like to dream some numbers
Uh,
because they like to buy lottery tickets.
lottery. Okay. Uh-huh.
And some people find it quite accurate. What they dream and what the lottery come out is actually the same.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Uh,
know this is something psychic or whatever, but it
yeah.
doesn't contribute to your path to liberation, the
Mm,
path to the cessation of suffering. These are
yeah.
like side effects that you might
Okay.
get from your meditation practice.
Okay. Mm,
So don't become involved and to the point where you lose your goal. Your
mm,
goal is to get rid of your defilement.
yeah.
But sometimes the defilement can trick you into helping the defilement to become stronger with your special ability.
Okay.
So you have to be very careful if you have some special ability coming from your meditation practice.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's very clear. It's very helpful to clear that up. Thank you, Tanajan.
Okay. And the best thing is to forget and treat it, look at it as a natural phenomena
Yeah.
that is under the three characteristics. It's impermanent, it comes and go. It's anatta, not under your control. So just let it be.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Tanajan. Thank you
All
very
right, you're
much.
welcome. Next, Anura from New Zealand. Happy New Day for you.
Good evening, Tanya. Happy New Year. Yes,
Wednesday for
really.
you now, Wednesday
Yeah,
morning.
that's right, Tanya. Thank you. Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I have a similar question, Tanya, as Professor Frank. Um, Sometimes um, I see dreams with some people who passed away long time ago, and they come into my dreams. Then what should I do? So normally, what I do is in the morning, if I remember, then after the meditation, I share my merit. So in my thoughts, is it the right way, or so? Could you please
Well,
provide some guidance? Thank you.
generally people believe that if you dream of people who passed away,
Mm,
they might think that they actually contacted you, and they might need some help from you. So usually people the next morning will go and do some charity. Like
mhm.
Buddhist country, they will go to temples and give food to monks or
Yeah, yeah.
requisites, and then dedicate this merit to the one whom you dream of. But to be sure, if you want to find out exactly whether this is true or not, when you in your dream you have and you come into contact with a spiritual being that you think is real, then you should be able to communicate and ask things, to prove that it is real. But if you just happen to dream of some person and then that's it, it might just be your thought, your memory of that person that might come up from time to time in your dream.
Okay.
And there's no need to do anything. But just to be sure, just to be on the safe side, Thai Buddhists usually, if they dream of dead people, they'll do some merit with the
Yeah.
temple and then share with the deceased.
Okay. Yeah. So the sharing merit should be done through a monk, or we can just think about, make a the dana, and then we can think and then dedicate
Well,
the.
the usual one is to make merit to the monks,
Yeah.
give food or whatever,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
to the temples.
Yeah.
But if you want to widen the scope, your interpretation, you can say you can have merits from your meditation, you can have merits from your keeping the precepts,
Yeah.
but it's not really used, only dana to the
Yeah.
monks. Because there was an example in the Buddha's time when there was a king, I think, who in the middle of the night heard some strange voice. And he wondered what was this voice. So he went to see the Buddha, and the Buddha said, it was your old servant who did some bad karma in the past and had to be born as a hungry ghost. And he's hungry and he needs your support. So you can send this hungry ghost the merit you make from giving dana to the monks. So the next day the king then made some merit, made some offering to the monks, and after that shared the merit from this giving of food and things to the spirit who came to seek his help or support. There was only the one instance, I think, in the Buddhist canon or in the Buddhist scripture that mentioned about sharing merits with the departed, the spiritual beings. So this is what people believe, that if you want your parents, your friends who pass away, who might be in destitute, you can help them by sending them some merits from your merit making to the temple usually.
Yeah. Okay.
But other people might expand it to say, well, there are other types of merit also, like the merit from keeping the precept, the merit from meditating. Can you also share this merit? I cannot give you the answer.
Okay. Yeah. I'll listen. Yeah. Okay.
But usually the goal is to make you feel good that you have done something for someone you love who passed away
Yes.
and who come and seek for your help. Then you have to wait maybe the next night to see if that spirit come back again or not.
Okay.
Or maybe report to you that they have received the merit that you sent to them.
Okay. To receive the merit, they should be in a lower realm. Is that correct?
As the hungry ghost only. That's the only realm that can come and accept merit from the living.
Yes. Yeah.
Other realms you are not, you're bound or are not able to come and seek help. Okay, so this is really I don't know. It's really very minimal effect on your own practice.
Yes.
But it becomes quite important for people who love their relatives or friends that if they can help them after they pass away, they would be happy to do this thing. So it becomes a tradition. Every time you make merits to the monk or to the temple, you share this merit with the departed. Whether they come, whether they're waiting for it or not, that's not important anymore. But it's just the act of giving, sharing this merit makes you feel happy that you have done something for your loved ones who passed away.
Okay. Okay, understood, Tangaja. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's all, Tangaja, for tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Tangaja.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Next,
Yeah.
Claudia. Hi, Claudia, from Switzerland.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tanachan. Today
Yes.
I have a question, and I would be very happy if Tanachan could explain to me the difference between suppressing emotions and not being attached to emotions.
Well, suppressing is when you have some bad emotion like anger, you can suppress it by using mindfulness or eliminate it by using wisdom. Like if you're angry at someone and you find yourself restless and agitated, you can recite Bhutto, Bhutto mantra for a while until you forget about that person, the issue that caused you the anger. So when that disappears from your mind become calm and come back to normal. Your anger disappear. But anytime you think of that person again, you can get angry again because mindfulness can only do a temporary job of suppressing or stopping your anger by pulling your attention away from that person or that issue that caused you the anger. But anytime when you go back to it again, you can become angry again. If you want to get rid of this anger for permanently, then you have to find the cause of your anger. Why am I angry at this person? Maybe because you asked this person to do something for you and he doesn't do it for you, so you get angry. Or maybe you expect him to be truthful to you and he lies to you, so you're angry. So your craving for him to be truthful is the cause of your suffering, of your anger. If you don't want to have this anger, then don't expect anything from him. Don't expect him to be truthful. Don't have any craving for him to be truthful because he's anatta, he's something you cannot control. So if you see this person as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you don't expect anything from this person. And your anger will permanently disappear. Every time you see this person, you think about whatever he did to you, you won't get angry anymore because you understand that this is the nature of this person.
Okay.
And this is what we call using wisdom. You have to see the nature of this person as being anicca, dukkha, anatta.
That's very helpful. That's very helpful. Yeah.
And this will be permanent. Once you let go of this person, you no longer care whatever he does again. Because you know you cannot expect anything from him.
That's a very, very helpful answer, because once in a while I discuss with other Buddhist friends that it's not helpful to suppress emotions continually. And I was trying to find the answer of the difference, suppressing emotions and not being attached to emotions. And Tanachan just gave me the perfect answer. I'm very grateful for that answer.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Because sometimes nowadays people have this misunderstanding that when you're angry, you should vent out your anger, right? By destroying something, hitting a wall or something, and you think your anger will disappear. Maybe it does because your hand became painful and you switch your attention from the person who caused you anger to the pain that you get from your hand. But this is not the right way of dealing with the anger emotion. Emotion is created by your craving. So if you know how to get rid of your craving, then the emotion will disappear permanently. But if you cannot using wisdom, yet you can use mindfulness as a way of diverting your mind from thinking about that issue or that person.
Mhm.
Once you forget about that person or the issue, your anger can temporarily disappear. So we have two
Yeah.
methods in Buddhism to deal with our emotion or our suffering.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for example, I try to see my emotions as a teacher and who shows me what I'm attached to. And it's a very good advice of Tanachan, how to get rid of the attachment to the emotions. And I think getting rid of being attached to emotions means equanimity. Is this correct?
No,
No?
being attached to emotion is by reacting to emotions.
Uh-huh.
When you have bad emotion, you want to get rid of it,
Mhm.
but you don't know how to get rid of it properly. That's the problem.
Mhm.
So you need to know these two methods. Whenever you have any emotion that you want to get rid of, you either use mindfulness or you use wisdom to deal
Mhm.
with that.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
is really no attachment. It's just once you get something bad, you want to get rid of it, and you could not get rid of it. So it feels like you're attaching to this emotion, but actually you want to get rid of it.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And you don't know the
And
right way of getting rid of these emotions.
yes, the desire to get rid of the emotions is also something like attachment.
No, it's increasing you more stress, increasing you more, more suffering.
Okay. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
What you want to do is remove the craving to get rid of your suffering, or
Mhm.
remove the craving that caused you to have the anger or the suffering in the first place
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
by either using mindfulness or wisdom.
Mhm. Like sati.
Sati is mindfulness,
Mhm. Yeah.
and wisdom is panya.
Panya. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
But usually the easiest way is to use sati first. Just recite a mantra or do some chanting. So
Okay.
you forget about the problem temporarily.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I already experienced it. I saw a very bad picture some weeks ago in the internet, and this picture was just shocking. And I trained my mind whenever this picture comes back in my mind, to imagine the Buddha, and it helped me to get not attached to this horrible picture anymore. So whenever my mind tried to project this horrible picture, the sati came and showed me a beautiful Buddha statue, and it helped me a lot.
Okay, you divert your mind from a bad picture to a good picture.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very helpful because it was scary what I saw, and I
Mm.
tried to replace it by a better picture of the Buddha.
Yes, but this doesn't solve your problem permanently yet.
Yeah.
Because every time you see this bad picture, you still have the reaction, the same reaction. If you want to have no reaction to this picture at all, you have to use your wisdom to investigate to find the cause of your your unhappiness with this picture. And
Okay.
you'll find that because you like beautiful pictures, you don't like ugly pictures.
Yes, yes,
But then you
yes.
have to see that picture are just like form you see with your eyes, and they can vary from good to bad,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's
you
true.
you, you cannot force them to come in good form or shape all the time. So
Okay.
if you don't want to have any suffering seeing this bad form, bad picture,
Mhm.
you just have to embrace it. You just have to accept it. Don't try to
Okay.
reject it. And just
Oh,
say,
very
just
difficult. Yeah.
you need equanimity to do this. It's difficult
Yes.
because you still keep reacting. But if you
Yes.
meditate and you have strong equanimity, then you can teach your mind to use panya or wisdom to let go. Just to
Yeah.
leave it alone. Don't react. That's all you have to do. Just merely know, merely see.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I will have to do a lot of practice to develop equanimity. So when I see other people or animals suffer, I start to suffer by myself. And
That's right. It means
yeah,
you don't have no equanimity at all. Your
yeah,
craving come up right away. Your desire
yes,
for animal to be safe and sound come up,
yeah,
which is, if you look at the real thing, you know that life is not like what you want it to be, right?
yeah,
There's good and bad. There's things that keep changing up and down all the time. And
mhm,
this is due to the law of karma. Partially it's due to the law of karma. You see
mhm,
people suffer, you see people have happiness because the consequence of the bad or good karma took place. So that
mhm,
sometimes they can be happy, sometimes they can be sad.
yeah,
But you cannot change anything like this.
mm,
You have to look at like you look at the weather. Look at
yeah,
everything like you look at the weather.
yeah. That's a very helpful imagination. The weather. It's very helpful
Mm,
to think of the weather. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for these words of wisdom. And I will let Tanacha know how the practice is working when I come next
Yeah.
time, end of March. Next holidays are end of March.
See
And
if
I
you,
will.
see if you can accept all types of picture, not just the beautiful ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the test. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I will report if yeah how the test was. So
Yeah.
I have about 5 weeks now to
Mm,
practice, and I will
yeah.
let Tanacha know next
Force
holidays.
yourself to look at the bad picture also.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like we force ourselves to look at the bodies, and the body has 32 parts, for instance. This is the bad
Mhm.
picture of the body. But we have to force the mind to see and accept because it's the truth that we cannot
Mhm.
run away from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's
Okay,
true.
good.
Okay. Thank you so much for your advice, Tanachan.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, next we'll go to Aparachita from Dubai. You still have the sunshine.
Yes, on the wall. It's very nice.
It's about what, 5 or 6 now for you?
It's 5:30.
5:30, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So anything you'd like to say?
I think one is I think it's almost been, I think last March I decided to move out, so it's almost been a year. So that's a good thing. And here in Dubai, there is Ramadan, and I decided to fast just to see if I could manage it. And yeah, it's okay. I think I've managed so far since last Thursday. So I'll see if I can do it for the whole month, just as a practice.
No problem. All you need is to keep meditating whenever you become hungry.
Yeah, hungry is no problem at all. I think I was worried about the water, but actually it's okay.
Or you cannot drink water either.
No.
Oh, that's the
So
problem.
hunger is okay. So, but
Yeah.
that was something I thought, can I be okay with that? And I realized, yeah, it's all right. So,
Okay, good.
yeah. So I think so I'm just doing that as a practice.
All right. But in Buddhism, we don't force us to be without water. Because water is quite important for your body.
Right.
Like breathing, like the air you breathe and the water you take in. But
Okay.
the food is not as important as the water or the air
Right.
element.
Right.
So we don't practice anything like not drinking any water. We're allowed to drink as much as water as we like,
Okay.
but only abstain from eating food if
Right.
we want to fast.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I could just fast and think of
Maybe you can combine both Ramadan with Buddhism.
Yes, that's not bad. Good idea. Yes. So bringing in both cultures since I'm here.
Yeah. But the goal is to restrain our cravings for food.
That's right.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people is eating too much. They have all sort of problem from overeating, right?
Yes. And I think
if we know how to control our food intake, then we'll solve a lot of health problems.
it's true. Yes. Health,
Okay.
yeah. And yes, I agree. And it perhaps makes me feel like, okay, I can let go of this. It's all right. I'm still here. Nothing happened. So just that is good.
Okay.
So
at least you're going to do it for 1 month.
I think I'll do it till the end of this. Yeah, it sort of helps because so many people are doing it. So I'm like, okay, let me do it.
Why not? Yeah, it's easier when everybody else is doing it.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Is it normal for during this time of the year for most people, most Muslims to do this?
Yes, in Ramadan, it's it looks like everybody does it. So it's quite, a good discipline, I would say, for people to do that. So
But you don't have to tell other people that you're doing it, right?
no, I don't. I just, if somebody offers me food or water, I say, no, I'm fasting, but that's about it. But I don't have to say anything.
So there are some other people who's not observing Ramadan also.
Yes. Everybody here is free. You can eat, you can do what you want. People who want to fast can fast. So, yes.
Not all Muslims have to observe the Ramadan.
I think all Muslims do, but in Dubai, there are so many diverse communities. And it's open. It's not compulsory or anything. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. It's good practice, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Abstinence from food is good. It's good for your health.
Yeah.
And good for your endurance also.
Yeah, and people are quite kind and generous, and they give a lot of charity to poor people. So that is also quite nice, I think. So yeah.
Good. Okay.
Okay. So
hope you succeed in your
I hope so
endeavor.
too.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajaan. Thank you.
Next we'll go to Samanji. Last time you couldn't make it in. We had too many people, I guess. So
Ajaan, nice to see you. Yeah, last week there were so many people, so I could not join.
okay, now you can join and you can ask the question again.
Yes. Shall I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Yeah, my first question is related to dreams. Actually, in a while ago, someone else also asked about dreams, Ajaan. Like many people believe dreams can reflect future events such as death or loss. In Sri Lanka, there's a belief that if you dream of a tooth falling, actually it's thought to predict a close relative's death. And sometimes, and most of the times, I have heard that such dreams seem to come true. How does Buddhism explain this? Could it be that the universe gives us glimpses of what is to come through dreams?
Well, some people have special gifts, and this gift is to be able to know what's going to happen in the future. So we call them psychic. But sometimes they are true psychic and false psychic also. So you have to be careful not to be fooled by the false one.
Okay.
So the best thing is to just be open-minded and just keep listening and wait and see attitude. Okay, this is going to happen, fine. We'll see if it's going to happen or not. This is what the Buddha said in the Kalama Sutta. Don't believe what you hear until you can prove it.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. My next question is, actually, this is from a non-Buddhist meditator friend of mine. And he said, during meditation, if an angry or resentful thought about someone arises, should one pause the samatha meditation practice and switch to metta meditation or recite Karaniya Metta Sutta?
Not necessarily. You can use the same one that you've been using, unless you find it not working anymore. Then you think you can recite the Metta Sutta or the whatever, and it can help calm your anger, then you can do it.
Okay. So it's not what he said was like when an angry thought crosses his mind, he can't concentrate on his usual meditation. Then I told him about this Karaniya Metta Sutta and Metta meditation. So that's
Yes.
why I asked you whether I have given him the correct advice.
Well,
I actually asked him to join Zoom session as well. He's not a Buddhist though.
Actually, when you're angry at someone, you should direct your attention to that person and
Okay.
solve the anger by forgiving him or her for whatever they might done to you that caused you the anger. This is the way to deal with your anger if you can do it. Like if someone hurt you and you get angry at this person, but if you want to stop your anger, then you have to forgive that person by accepting that whatever this person does or did to you, you cannot control them. You cannot control him or her. And just let it be and accept that maybe it's your bad luck to run into this person and being mistreated by this person.
Okay.
But it's not good to be angry or try to seek revenge, because the more you seek revenge, the more anger you will maintain. You'll keep it going. But if you can just forgive and forget, then it's gone from your mind. Otherwise, you can use just chant anything, Bhutto, Bhutto, whatever, just to distract, to pull your mind away from this thought of this person. And if you can forget about this person, then the anger will disappear temporarily. Like I mentioned to Claudia earlier on, mindfulness can only temporarily stop your anger. But if you want to get it permanently, you have to find the cause of your anger, which is usually your craving for something, or somebody to do something to you, and you're not getting what you wanted, so you get angry. So all you have to do is just switch your cravings and stop your cravings. Say, okay, I cannot expect anything from this person. So don't expect anything. So when you can stop this expectation, then your anger will disappear.
Thank you for your answer, Tanajan. My next question is, this is related to nationalism, Tanajan. Now, at a time when nationalism appears to be on the rise globally, how should Buddhists interpret it in relation to teachings in relation to Buddhist teachings which emphasize compassion beyond race and national borders?
Well, you still have to have compassion and loving kindness toward all beings. But at the same time, you have to love your homeland also.
Okay.
So you have to try strike a balance between this, over becoming too nationalism and not being nationalism. You have to be concerned about your home. You want to protect your home. But at the same time, in protecting your home, you don't want to hurt other people in the process either, if you can avoid.
Okay.
But if you have to,
So
then you have to decide what you're gonna do. You're gonna keep your house, or you're gonna let other people take it over.
Okay.
If you let them take
I
over,
got
then
it.
you do nothing. But if you want to
Okay,
protect your
yes.
house, then you might have to chase the person away from trying to take over your house.
Okay. Okay, Tanajan. So nationalism is something essential, no? But we should know where to draw the line.
Yes,
Is
you
it?
have to know where to draw the line. You have to love your country. This is your home. If somebody
Yes.
'Somebody take over your home, what you gonna do?
Okay. 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 Okay
So you try to avoid as much as possible the violence that might come up. If you can do it peacefully by negotiation or whatever.
Okay. Okay. And for example, Tanajan, if a political leader, if a, I mean, head of government has to declare war against another country just to save his own nation, that means in terms of Buddhism, that's not a sin, no, that's something essential that he should do.
Can you repeat the question again? The leader wants you to go fight for him or for the country.
Okay.
Is that what your question is? To fight for the leader
It's
of the...
like if maybe some countries they declare war when their national integrity or secure when there are security matters. So in such an instance, is it okay to declare war, or should the political leaders seek other solutions such as peace talk and things like that?
It depends on who you elect them to be your leaders. If a
Okay.
leader wants to have war, you cannot stop. So it's a collective decision, something like this. Because you elect the person through your election system. So you have to accept that person, your leader, and follow what that person tells the whole country to do. But if you want to proclaim yourself a pacifist, you can do that, but you might have to go to jail for that. If they force you to go fight and you don't want to go, then you might have to pay the consequence of not following your leader by being putting in jail or punished.
Okay, Tanaj. Thank you for your answer, Tanajan. I have 3 more questions. Can I go ahead?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, sometimes women are treated unfairly or not given equal chance at work and almost everywhere. I mean, from a Buddhist point of view, Tanajan, should women speak up or focus on accepting what they cannot change while still trying to make a difference? What is your advice?
Okay, you
Because
can
they are
do
not
both.
given.
You can do both. First, you might talk to the person who doesn't give you the raise and ask for the reason and try to convince the person to give you the raise. But once you have done that and you cannot convince, then you just have to accept your fate, I guess. This is your fate. This is your karma to be in this position.
Okay. Firstly, we should make an effort. If it fails, then we should better accept it as it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
fine.
acceptance, and don't get angry, don't get sad or anything like that. Just accept this is your fate or your karma.
Okay. Okay, fine. And now my next question is, for those who constantly put off important tasks, I mean, who postpone their work, what practical advice does Buddhism offer about using time meaningfully? It's about time management.
Think about death. You could die anytime. So if you don't hurry and do what you have to do, then you might not have the time to do it.
Okay.
Because death can come anytime, right?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, then my last question is, this is related to education and about students who are studying for exams, Tanajan. For students feeling anxious or overwhelmed while studying for exams, what comfort or advice do Buddhist teachings offer to help them remain calm and centered? I mean, can we use a mantra such as Buddho Buddho?
Yes, if you're feeling restless or agitated or worried, you can calm your mind by reciting a mantra. This is using mindfulness to calm your mind with. But it will only do this temporarily. Whenever you stop and you start to think about the exam, you can become worried again. And the way not to get worried is to accept your fate, like I mentioned. You might pass the exam, you might not pass your exam. The only thing you can do is try to do your best. Study now. You have the time to study now. Do whatever you can now. But when the time comes for you to take the exam, you cannot do anything after that. Whether you pass or not pass is beyond your, it's out of your hand now. You just have to accept your fate. Then you won't get any worry. People are anxious because they want to pass, they don't want to fail, see. But they don't look at the truth that sometimes you might fail, sometimes you might pass. So you can accept both sides, both results, and you won't have any anxiety or worry. Okay, I might pass, I might not pass, but I do my best. That's all I can do.
Yes, Tanajan. Can I ask one more extra question?
Sure.
Yeah, and now this is related to the fasting. I mean, it is Buddhism. In Buddhism, I think fasting is not promoted, as I know. Am I correct?
If you just fast for the sake of fasting alone, it's not encouraged. The reason
Not
why we fast
encouraged.
is to speed up our practice.
Okay.
Because when we fast, we have dukkha or suffering, and we cannot use food to deal with our suffering because we are fasting.
Okay.
So we have to use mindfulness or wisdom to deal with our suffering from the hunger for food.
Okay.
So this indirectly forces us to do the mindfulness and wisdom practice.
Okay.
If you're not hungry, you're full, then there's no suffering. So you don't find any reason to meditate or to use mindfulness or wisdom.
And Buddhist monks are encouraged not to consume any meals afternoon, but for lay people, there are no such rules.
Except you want to be an 8 preceptor, then you have to do that.
Okay.
Which usually happen once a week. The Buddha recommend once a week. Buddhist lay people should practice keeping the 8 precepts. We call observance day. Today is observance day. Every 7 day or 8 or 6 days a week, we will have one observance day in which Buddhists will go to the temple and keep the 8 precepts and practice meditation and listening to Dhamma talk.
Okay, Tanajan. Okay, Tanajan. Thank you for your answer. That's all I have for today, Tanajan.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much for your answers. Wish
You're
you good health.
welcome. Thank
It's
you.
lovely talking to you, Tanajan.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we'll go to Rohini from the UK.
Good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't have any questions, but I would like to know, just how Sotapanna see and understand the anicca, dukkha, and anatta, how it differ. To become Sotapanna, you still need to see still have to see anicca, dukkha, anatta. Am I correct?
Yes, you have to see that the body is subjected to aging, sickness, and death. And there's no way you can avoid or stop it from happening.
Does that mean that that person still have to see the matter appear and disappear?
No, just look
Doesn't
at
need to see that?
the whole picture, at the big picture. This body take birth and grow up, eventually get old, get sick, and die, turn into a corpse. This is what you want to see the body as, impermanent. Another part is you want to see that the body is not you. You're the one who's studying the body. You're like a student, a medical student, and the body is your object for you to study. So you study, the one who studied the object is not the same one as the object, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the mind is not the body. The mind who study the nature of the body is not the body. So the mind should not have any qualm about anything that might happen to the body. Because you see, the body is not you. Like you see me, you don't have worry about me, right? Whether I get sick, get old, die. You should look at the body just like you look at other people's body. because it's not you. You look at
Yeah.
my body, you know my body is not you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you should look at your body as not as like being me, my body, the same. It's not you. But your delusion keep telling you that this is your body, that this is you, you are the body. So somehow you have to investigate and eventually convince your mind to see that the body is not you, the body is not the mind.
That means the one who is attains Sotapanna, does it he or she understand the Chaturara Satya? How is that linked to the Anicca Dukkha Anatta?
He sees the body as anatta, not me, not I'm not the body, I am the mind. I'm the one who studied the body. I'm the one who investigate the body. And I know that this body is subjected to aging, sickness, and death. It's something I cannot stop. So I just let it be. If the body
Yeah.
should get old, get sick, or die, let it be. The reason why you have suffering because you don't want it to be or sick or die.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because you think the body is you.
Thank you, Ajahn.
So you need to do both. One thing, you need to do mindfulness meditation to get you into jhana. When you get into jhana, you and the body is temporarily separated. See? Then you can say, I am the mind. I am the one who investigates the body, but I'm not the body. When I'm in jhana, the body disappears from my awareness, from my responsibility.
The understanding we have at the moment is not the right understanding until you get into jhana and see it
Two separate entity.
into
The body is one entity, the mind is another entity. Right now you don't see the mind because the mind and the body becoming one to always act in unison. See? So the mind and the body is now like a Siamese twin, not separated yet. So you want to separate the Siamese twin by meditation. Conjoined twin, they have to go together, right? Whatever they do. But once you have an operation, you can separate them apart, and you know the twins are two separate persons, not one person. And this is the process of meditation to separate the mind from the body temporarily. And once you see that the mind and the body is separate, and after you come out of meditation, when the mind and the body recombine again, then you have to constantly tell your mind by reflecting, telling you the body is not me, I'm not the body. And by proving it, that you can really believe that the body is not you, is to leave the body alone. If the body should get hungry, then leave it alone. Don't have to do anything. If the body become painful, just leave it alone. Don't react to the pain of the body.
Yeah.
This is to show that you really see the body and you are not the same person.
Yeah. Okay.
If the body is not me, why should I get upset when something wrong with the body, right? Because I'm not the one who get upset, it's the body who get upset.
Yeah, now I feel like that when I have body pain, I just feel like it's not me, just the body.
The mind is just to merely know. This is the what you call
Knowing.
the duty of the mind is to merely know and to leave the body alone. The body has suffering because the mind has suffering because the mind is deluded. Keep thinking that the body is itself. If you can let go and not think that the body is itself, then the mind will have no suffering. Whatever happens to the body, whatever happens to the body.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So you have to prove it through suffering. See, when the mind suffer because of the body, then you have to stop this suffering and tell the mind that why do you suffer for the body when the body is not you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your
So the goal is to, when you come out of
practice.
meditation, just keep reminding yourself, you are not the body. I'm not the body. I'm the knower. I'm the knowing element. The body is made up of the four elements: the earth, water, fire, and wind element. We are combined together temporarily. One day we have to go our separate ways. One day the body will dissolve. All the four elements will separate, and the
Yeah.
mind will be left alone without the body. If we
Okay.
can see this clearly, we will not. The mind will have no suffering when things happen to the body.
How
You
an arahat see it? Arahat is how an
know,
arahat is the same way or any difference?
well, on the other hand, he just move up the next level of practice. He's just an Asotaban, but in a different level now. See, he still see the body the same way as he was a Sotapanna. He had let go of the attachment to the body, so there's no problem anymore for him as far as the body is concerned. You don't have to be an arahant to worry about the body. All you need to do to be is a sotapanna. When you're a sotapanna, you have nothing to worry about the body. On the aspect of aging, sickness, and death, but you still have problem with the sexual craving for the body. Then you have to use another type of practice to get rid of, which is the contemplation of a super. To see that the body is not attractive. Usually, you see the body from the outside only, so the body can look attractive, right? And once you look under the skin, then you can see the body not being attractive. Then you can stop your sexual craving.
Yeah.
So we have to contemplate on the other parts of the body beneath the skin, under the skin. Like they say that saying, beauty is only skin deep, right?
Yeah.
Once you go under the skin, you don't see any part of the body that is attractive at all.
Yeah.
Then your sexual craving will disappear.
Yeah. Okay, Ajahn.
Okay.
Thank you.
The first step is to accept death and pain of the body if you want to become a sotapanna. Because the body is
While
the whole.
meditating, ignore all the pains and continue.
You're not the one who's in pain. You're not the one who dies. This is how you have to be able to see. You're the mind, the knower, the knowing element. Just happen to take control of this body. So this body is like a puppet. The mind is like a puppet master. That's all. So the puppet master should not get worried or upset if something happened to the puppet, right?
Yeah.
It's just a puppet. The body is just a puppet. The mind is the master who tells the body what to do.
Thank you.
This is what you have to see. Imagine in your mind all the time. I am the puppet master. The body is just a puppet, you know. And one day I'm going to have to give up this puppet because it doesn't last forever.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next, Nining from Indonesia.
Yeah, Ajahn. Ajahn, when we find out that our older sister had been reborn, should we still repay her kindness during her lifetime as our older sister?
How can you be sure that she's reborn?
Uh, before until today, Ajahn, I dream every day, and my dreams are my reality actually.
How can you prove it's real?
because all of my dream happens, and before I also have clue that my father had been reborn also, but actually to prove, I mean, I don't know how to prove, but I just have a clue.
Well, this is not true. Then you should not believe it yet. You should only believe when you can fully prove that it's true.
Yeah, for the other dreams are
So
true.
you just leave it alone. Don't believe or don't disbelieve until you can prove it 100%. Like the
Okay.
Buddha say in the Kalama Sutta. Don't believe in what you believe, what you think it is. It might not be what you think it is.
Mm.
Like people in ancient times think the world is flat, right? So everybody believed the earth is flat, but it turns out it's not flat after all.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to prove it that this person has actually reborn. Have you contacted this person yourself?
Yes.
How?
And because my mom and I meet the baby girl, and then I have already told my mom that, Mom, maybe this baby girl is your daughter.
Maybe it's
Yes,
not. Maybe it's
my
maybe.
my older sister, and that baby has the same characteristic with my sister, also fluent in English and everything. But and then of course I'm thinking, since I don't do any patidana after all of my dreams about my father and my sister, so I just give them some present and also make them happy every time we meet them. That's all. Because I don't want to attach to this condition actually, but I'm thinking I want to repay their kindness.
I
I
don't know.
just,
It's up to you. I cannot answer this question. It's up to you. If you believe, then there's nothing I can do to dissuade you from believing.
yeah, John. That's why after learning from Ajahn, actually, I ignore all of my dreams, but until today, I still dream every day. Every day, Ajahn. Like Ajahn said to the previous participant, before one of my friend asked me every day, what is your dream? What is your dream? I don't know that she buy lottery from my dream, and she got many times. But after I know that she buy lottery, so I don't tell her anymore, Ajahn.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to deal with dreams because dream is not reality.
Yes. But in our life, we should repay all of other kindness to us. Is it correct, Ajahn? Kata new, kata wedi, like Ajahn said in the Dhamma in front of Kuti.
When it is appropriate to do so. When it is not, then don't worry about it.
Mm. So it's not like that we should do repay.
You should when you in the right time, right place. When there's a need to repay, then you do repay. Like if you owe me some money, when I meet you, I say I'm going to collect the money from you. Then you have to repay the money. But if I'm dead, you don't have to worry about repaying me the money anymore.
Oh,
So you have to be in the situation where you're required to repay, then you have to repay.
mm,
If you're not in the situation, then there's no need to do any repayment yet anyway.
mm. I see. I thought it's just like a continuous life, Ajahn. So we
It
should.
is, but you have to be in the actual thing, not just in your imagination. This person is my dad in the past life, so I should pay this person the repayment.
Mm.
If this person is your dad, then you should be able to ask him about what he was like in his past life. Can he remember you or not?
Of course, he cannot remember because he doesn't have any ability for that.
Why not? You can remember yesterday. Why cannot he remember past life, baby? If he already knew you before, when he met you again, he should be able to recognize you, right?
Mm.
Or tell you where he was before, where your home is today, where he used to live with you before. These are something that can prove that it's true. But if you don't have anything to prove, then it's just your belief, that's all.
Yes. Okay, Ajahn.
What can I do?
Yeah, because before I don't know that my mom very close to this baby girl, and then in my dream that I have clue that she is my sister, and then yeah, and I'm thinking that should I repay her kindness to me during her lifetime as my older sister, like that, Ajahn.
Well, like I said, you should repay your debt whenever it's time for you to do so. So, are you sure that this is the person who was actually your sister or not?
Yeah,
Can you prove it 100%?
I cannot prove it because I
Okay,
just
then
yeah
it's just a belief then. But if you want to do it anyway. It doesn't matter. It's good practice to give to charity, whoever the person is. If you
yeah
want to give to charity, do it.
that's what I do now.
Okay. Well, so,
Yeah. Okay, Ajahn.
all right.
Yeah, I will be careful.
Okay. But if you practice vipassana, you should just let go of all these things. They are just natural phenomena. Don't get involved with them. Let them go. They are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. If you become involved with them, you get dukkha later on.
Yes, I contemplate that I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That my contemplation, my current contemplation. That that's why I can conquer my laziness with that contemplation, Ajahn.
No, I'm speaking about your dream, not about yourself. I'm saying that your dream, your experiences with things, they are anicca, dukkha, anatta, that you should forget and let go. Stay in the present. The present is here now. Forget about the past.
I try to ignore all of my dreams, but until today I dreams every day, Ajahn. But I don't care. I mean, yeah, que sera sera. I don't care, and I don't pay attention because
Okay.
I cannot stop also, Ajahn. I cannot stop my I want not to have dream, but it just happened. I
You
cannot
can
stop.
have dreams, but you just leave them alone. Let them come and go. Like the rain, like the weather. You don't have to react to them. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm, yeah,
But now you're making a big story out of it. See, this dream is about this person, your father, your sister. They're all reborn here and there. This is all another dream you're making, building up. First you dream it, you're making dreams in your sleep. Now when you're awake, you continue to make more dreams when you're awake, based on nothing at all, based on just what you dream.
yeah, Ajahn. But the lesson that I get from this experience that this reduce my attachment, Ajahn, to people.
Okay. I thought you'd increase more attachment to the new people you're dealing with.
No, no, Ajahn, because they have already reborn as other people that.
Yes, but
Like,
you want to repay them again. So this is another attachment already.
Because I think that kata nukata with it is something that I should do in my life. I should be the one that repay all of the kindness of other people like that, Ajahn.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Ajahn.
So you have more dreams, then you have to repay more, in the future.
No, now no need, because after Ajahn explanation that just leave them alone.
Okay.
Yeah, and go on with my own life. Not to be busy with other thing that not actually true.
Even if they're true, you can just leave them alone. You want to empty your, when you're dealing with them, you're having attachment toward them. See, by thinking about your dreams now, you are attached to your dreams. You haven't forgotten. You haven't let go. If you let go, you'll forget all about it.
Oh, I see. That's the main reason that I have to let go.
Yes, they are anicca. They are temporary. They come and go, like the weather, like the clouds in the sky. You still keep clinging to the clouds you saw today. But what happens to this cloud? Is it when's it gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah, now I realize that when I'm thinking to repay, it means that I still cling to them. Okay, Ajahn.
Okay.
Yeah, now I understand. Before I think that's not bother me at all. But it's not good for my practice actually.
I mean, if you actually run into your sister, or your mother, or your father, and they need your help, then you help them. But if you don't know, you don't run into them, and you pretend that this is somebody who's supposed to be them, then this is all your imagination.
Mm. Yeah, Ajahn.
So it's better just to leave all this imagination alone. They're illusion. They're not real.
Yeah.
Try to stay empty. Keep your mind empty of everything.
Yeah, I know.
All right?
Yeah, Ajahn. Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next step from Oregon.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Good.
Still do your challenge, 3 hours challenge? Or?
Yes, it's been very good. I can see I'm getting calmer and how not calm that I am. I have a lot more to go. I do have a question about while I'm meditating, I will reach a level of calm by not thinking, but then I'll get out of it and I'll get agitated, and my mind doesn't want to do Buddho. It wants to not think, but I think I do need to do Buddho to get back into calm. Does that make sense?
Yes, you need mindfulness to calm your
So
mind down.
it's a defilement. I need to force
Yes,
myself.
your defilement doesn't want to do it because your defilement wants to think, want to be free again.
It does. Yes.
But if you want to continue with your control of the mind to keep it calm, then you have to continue with your mindfulness, whether reciting a mantra or something.
Okay. So that's what I'm working on then is
to increase more mindfulness.
Okay.
But sometimes after a while, you feel you're overstretched. You don't want to do it anymore.
Yes.
So you might allow it to have a little relaxation. Let it think for a while.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Think about the Dhamma a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. And see what happens. If it starts to get restless and agitated, then you know you have to come back to your mantra again.
Yes. Okay. I do I do really like that calm space, but then I just I don't want to do any thinking, but then thinking comes in because that's the defilement. Yeah.
Yes. After a while, the mind wants to the defilement wants to take over your mind, wants to think again.
But it's been the 3-hour challenge has been great because I'm actually yeah, my practice is going very well. Very
Yeah,
happy.
it takes time to slowly build up your mindfulness strength. So
Yeah.
just try to keep doing it and allow for some stoppage, some from time to time. If you feel you can no longer do it, okay, fine, take a break. Then after a while, come back and do it again.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Like the Buddha said, like keeping the middle way, like stringing the violin. If you string it too tight, it can break. If you don't
Yeah.
string it tight enough, it doesn't make any sound.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have
I
to
know
keep.
if I let myself like off too much, that doesn't feel good either. Like I don't want to go into too loose and then going too tight, but it is definitely learning
In between, not too tight, not too loose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I'm practicing right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Good.
you.
You're welcome. Next, get Genso from Penang.
Ajaan, good to see you and Ajaan again.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the number 9, is day number 9 of Chinese New Year. So a lot of people pray to God of Heavens by 12 o'clock tonight. So, Ajaan, as a Buddhist, right, should we actually doing that?
You should meditate better if you want to do anything at all. You cannot get things by praying, according to Buddhism. You get things by action, by what you do. So you have to, if you want good things, then you do good karma. Then you'll get good things coming to you. Not by praying to some god somewhere. You don't even see it. Okay.
Good advice, Ajaan. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't forget the law of karma. This is the real thing, the law of karma. You are what you do. You're a good person or bad person, depends on your good or bad karma that you do. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Next, Marsha from Ohio.
Hello, good to see you.
Yes, how are
I
you?
don't have, I'm very well, thank you. I don't have any questions. I know a lot of people are talking about their dreams today, and I used to have a spiritual teacher who placed a lot of emphasis on dreams, and he would tell me like what his dreams were all the time and place a huge significance on it, as if all these people he would see, whether they were still alive or had departed. And I have never dreamed very much, but when I would have dreams, sometimes he would be in my dreams. And so then I would go back to him and I'd say, well, I had this dream. You were in the dream. Do you remember the dream? And he would not have the same dream experience. And that was enough for me to dismiss the whole thing, because I thought, okay, if I'm dreaming of you and you're not dreaming of me, it's like, this thing is like, it's got, the whole thing has to be imaginary at that point.
Yeah, it's one-sided, isn't
it? It's all one-sided. And
yes.
You know, most of the dreams are just,
we call mental fabrication.
Mental fabrications, and it just, there was,
and
I was going to say,
there are the consequences of your good or bad karma.
Yeah.
If you have good dreams, you have, it's because of your good karma.
Yeah.
That's created these good dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, all these thoughts and things that the mind just recycles and it just throws up. And the best thing is just not to touch it.
They're
You
not good
just,
for your practice anyway, for your path to the cessation of suffering. These things are not.
yeah,
They can become
Yeah.
hindrance.
yeah, yeah. And I found your discussion with Rohini was really informative because in my practice now, I'm focusing on the concentration to really keep the knowing with the breath. And the challenge is to not allow the knowing to like go to the body. It's like an invisible point where you have to keep the knowing. The knowing can't move out to the object. Does that make sense?
Yes, the knowing is moved to the object out of your your thoughts. Your thought is the one that's pulling the knowing toward the object. If you have mindfulness, then you can stop the thought from pulling the mind, the knowing toward any object. And that's our goal of practice, is to have mindfulness. With mindfulness, we can separate the knowing from the objects.
So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And I can't do it for too long of a time, but I can see where the mind jumps and then I can pull it back, the knowing. It's like you retract it and it's all invisible. So it's that knowing is very subjective. But anyway, that's what I'm working on, because
Yes,
I feel like
you have to use a lot of mindfulness to separate
Yeah.
the knowing from the rest of the things that it knows.
I feel like I may have had the neighborhood concentration. I think you call it the upachara, but it's like right now I want to make a push to actually be skillful in the apana samadhi,
Yes,
and not with craving, but it's like I'm putting that out as a
goal. As a goal.
And is that
It's good.
is that okay to do
you
it?
need to have a goal so that you can then push yourself toward that goal. It's good craving, if you want to call it craving. It's good craving.
Okay.
There are good
Okay.
craving and there are bad craving. But
Okay.
the goal to reach nibbana is a good craving. See? And jhana is a temporary nibbana. First you get to the temporary nibbana, then you can switch the temporary nibbana into permanent nibbana eventually by using wisdom. First you use mindfulness to separate the mind from the rest of the objects. And once and after that, when you return from jhana, when your mind starts to reunite with the objects, you have to use wisdom to tell yourself that all objects are terrible, they're harmful to you, that you should not have anything to do with them, have any craving for them.
Okay.
And when you see if they are harmful to you, then you stop having any craving for them. Harmful means dukkha in the anicca, dukkha, anatta. They're harmful because they're temporary. They're not forever. They don't last forever. They're not something you can keep for yourself or say that it belongs to you. Nothing you can have that will belong to you. So when you see the three characteristics, then you let go of everything. Let go of your craving for everything. Because you're going after dukkha, you're going after suffering. Because they are all suffering. This is wisdom. After you come out of jhana, when you have craving for this or that thing, you say, "Oh, this or that thing is anicca, dukkha, anatta."
It's like touching the hot iron.
Mhm.
It causes the suffering.
See, everything is suffering. Everything is like fire, the Buddha said. Don't go play with fire. The fire will burn you.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't play with poisonous snake, for instance. They're like poisonous snake. They'll bite you and cause you harm sooner or later. At first, they might give you happiness. Like a cup of coffee is good happiness, But once you become addicted to coffee, and when you cannot have coffee, then you get the suffering. But if you don't have any coffee at all, you're not addicted to coffee at all, then the coffee cannot bother you, cannot hurt you, whether you have it or not. This is cutting the connection between the knowing with the objects, the attachment to the object, addiction to the objects, by not indulging in them, leaving them alone. We can exist without anything, We can be in emptiness and we can be happy. Like when you're in jhana, you're in emptiness. But you can be. We don't have to enter into jhana and can still be happy. Anytime you have craving, you have to stop this craving. That's all. Because this craving is the one that causing you to be unhappy. And when you can stop the craving, then the unhappiness will disappear. Then the happiness will return. The happiness without craving. It sounds kind of silly, back and forth.
No, it's like that. Yeah. It's like that. I had an experience here. I'm visiting my daughter and her family in Florida, and there was a point where everybody was like off doing something, and I was like in my room, and all of a sudden I was feeling like I wasn't part of anything, like I was not a part of the family group or and usually I'm quite happy just to be by myself, and because if I'm just with myself, there's no trouble. I don't have these interactions with people that bring up so many emotions or expectations, and it was
That's
real
right.
challenging to my mind. I thought, okay, why am I feeling left out or isolated from the family? And then I thought, okay, well, there must still be some attachment,
Some craving for them.
a craving to be a
With
part of a
them.
family.
Yeah. But if you can
And
see
these
that being
things,
part of the family will cause you more suffering, then you better be alone.
well, this is true, but I mean, I'm still in the lay life. I have to be a part of the family to some extent, and
You can be part of it literally, but not emotionally.
right. So most of the time I'm right there, but it was almost like a punch, because I'm always watching my mind, what is happening in my mind, and all of a sudden it was like, almost feeling in danger, being afraid of having that separation from people, being separated from all the objects and all the people. But anyway,
That's because you haven't seen with wisdom that without having people is better than having people with you. Because whatever you have to lose it one day, right? And then you have suffering when you have to lose that, what you love. So it's better not to have anything at all, and then there will be no suffering. to come.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Try to stay alone, try to be alone, try to be alone. Just merely knowing. Be happy with just be merely knowing. Because then there's nothing to hurt you or harm you.
Mhm.
If you have anything, that thing that you have sooner or later will hurt you or harm you.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
you're welcome.
Okay.
Next. Hi, Jordan. Are you back in Canada yet?
Good evening, Tanajan. Very happy to be here. I'm still in Chiang Mai, actually.
I see. Still enjoying the place?
Early retirement,
Uh,
temporary.
but you will have to go to back sooner or later.
Yes, I think I'm hoping to start work in April,
Mhm.
maybe mid-April, but I'd like to go back to Canada probably by the end of March.
Mhm. Good. What have you? Any question today?
Um, just one thought about karma and keeping sila, and I think something I've noticed is that um, over the years, as my practice of keeping the precepts has uh, gotten better, as I've worked at it, trying to be very mindful about not about being truthful in all aspects of my speaking with people, and I've just it seems to me that that as I've been more and more honest in my life uh, over the years, that I've been able to also simultaneously I've developed a skill at knowing when other people are being deceptive, and I feels like the same skill because of the mindfulness of being careful with how I speak, seems to have developed this ability to know when other people are being dishonest, and and I wonder, yeah, and I've also been noticing this uh, with people I meet who have a lot of trouble in relationships with people maybe being deceptive. That I've noticed this pattern as well, where it seems like they also maybe have been deceptive to others in the past, or that's and so it's just been noticing this kind of these uh, karmic results, and so as far as sila goes, does it make sense that as somebody becomes more and more honest, that they would be more and more aware of the other people in their lives?
It's not. It's not so much about this thing that we should worry about in practicing. We worry only about that they are like a weather. You cannot predict or you can don't expect anything from them. So whether they are truthful or not doesn't matter. They can be truthful today, but they can be deceptive tomorrow because they are temporarily changing all the time. So it's just to look at they are unreliable, undependable to trust anything at all because everything doesn't last, remain the same. Things that can be good today can be bad tomorrow. A person who is nice today can be bad tomorrow. So look at anicca, look at anatta. This is how we want to look at people in terms of practicing in order to get rid of our attachment toward them and having them to cause us the suffering. So you don't have to worry whether they can read whether they are truthful or not, or deceptive or not. That is a special information, but not the essential ones. The essential one is to see that everybody is unreliable, not dependable, as a source of happiness to you. They can give you some happiness at some time, and then another time they can cause you suffering. Because this is the nature of everything, both human, animal, or inanimate thing. They are anicca, they are temporary, they change. They are not under anybody's control. So you cannot expect them to give you happiness all the time. So this is why we want to teach the mind not to rely on anybody or thing for happiness. Just rely on yourself, not having any craving for anybody or anything. This is a true way of being happy. When there's no craving left in yourself, then you will have permanent happiness. Okay.
Okay, Tanajan, thank you. Yes, so I'll continue to put effort into keeping sila and prioritize seeing other people's actions as
can be
anicca,
changing
dukkha,
anicca,
anatta.
dukkha, anatta. See, people's action or people themselves, they are changing all the time.
Okay.
They can change. They can be your friend today and they can be your enemy tomorrow. Because conditions change. When conditions change, things change. So don't expect anything from anybody for happiness. Let us be happy without having anything. This is the best form of happiness. Emptiness is the best form of happiness. If you can learn to live with emptiness and be happy with emptiness, then you're safe from suffering.
Okay, thank you very much, Tanajan. I don't have any other questions this evening.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Alvin from Kuala Lumpur.
Namaskar, Tanajan. I've got no question today. It's a pure respect. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Sarasi from Geneva. Right? Okay. How are
Good
you?
evening, Tanajan. Very great to see you. Hope you
Yes.
are doing fine. Yes, Tanajan, I have two questions. My
Right.
first question is about Satara Satipatthana Sutta. In the Satara Satipatthana Sutta, the Vedananupasana and Chittanupasana section, the contemplation of the feelings and contemplation of the mind, those two sections, can one contemplate together because the mind and feelings are always together? And can one do those two sections together if he's practicing Satara Satipatthana meditation?
You can contemplate on the one that is obvious to you. If feeling is more obvious than your emotion, then you focus on the feelings. But if the emotion is stronger than the feeling, then you focus on the emotion. The mind is the emotion we're talking about. When we're talking about the chitta, we're talking about the state of emotion of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're sad and you don't have any painful feeling, then you focus on the sadness. Why am I sad today? And you say, well, this is the nature of the mind. Sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's moody, sometimes it's cheerful. This is the nature of the mind. Keep changing, anicca. anatta, not under your control. So don't try to control your your emotion. Let the mind be whatever it wants to be. If it wants to be sad, let it be sad. If it wants to be happy, let it be happy. But sometimes you have painful feeling, and the painful feeling can be stronger than the emotion. Then you have to deal with the contemplate on the painful feeling. And it's look at the painful feeling as being anicca. It doesn't last. It can change from painful to pleasant, or to neither painful nor pleasant. Anicca is anicca. It keeps changing. It doesn't remain the same all the time. Anatta, you cannot control them. So you have to learn to accept them as they come. If you have painful feeling, accept them. If you have pleasant feeling, accept them. Just merely accept and don't have any attachment, either positive or negative attachment. Normally, when we have painful feeling, we have negative attachment. We want to get rid of it. When we have pleasant feeling, we have a positive attachment. We want to keep it. But by having attachment, we can create suffering for the mind when we cannot get what we want. So the goal is to understand the nature of feeling as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Understand the nature of the mind as being anicca, dukkha, anatta, and just leave it alone. Let it come and go as you like.
So when we observe a sad feeling, we just have to
Just maybe
think for our.
know, just accept it now is sad time. But it doesn't last forever. It will change eventually from sad to not sad or to happy. Yes, it depends on the condition that generate this emotion. See, the mind is constantly bombarded with different conditions. What you see, what you hear, what you feel can create different emotion all the time. And sometimes you cannot control all of them. So the best way is just to leave them alone, let them be.
So leaving them alone is sometimes, if you feel it difficult to do it,
Because
Thanajan.
you need equanimity first. That's why you need samadhi first before you can go to wisdom. Because without equanimity, your mind will react with attachment, with positive or negative, with attraction or aversion. But when you have equanimity, then you will not react with attraction or aversion. You'll just be merely knowing. So before you can go to wisdom or vipassana, you have to have samadhi first.
Samadhi first.
You have to have equanimity first.
Okay. Okay, Thanajan, thank you very much for your answer. And my second question is actually it refers to one of your answers to a previous questions on hungry ghosts. If an hungry ghost, if they are our relative or past relative, how can hungry ghost recognize us, Thanajan? Can they remember the previous lives? How can they find us and come in our dreams?
That's not for us to know how, what they do. That's all. If they come to you, that means they remember you. Okay. Whether they know how, I don't know. Maybe they have good memory or something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. The question is what to do with this situation. And the thing to do is to dedicate merit for them. Share the merits by giving food to the monks or giving requisite to the temple.
So I thought to myself, in even that realm, they do remember the past things. I was just wondering, Thanajan, whether
yes, even the Buddha can contact with his mother. They remember each other.
Oh yes, but that is something. Yeah.
But the memory from each person differs. Some people have long memories. Some people have short memory also. So it's not the same with everybody. So it doesn't matter how. What matters is what to do when you run into this situation. That's all.
We have to offer merits if we see in a dream.
If you
or
want to help that person, if you want to show
yes.
compassion,
Mhm.
it's like meeting a beggar. What you do with a beggar? He needs your help, so give him some money.
Yes.
Okay, a hungry ghost is like a spiritual beggar.
Mhm.
He needs merit to keep it happy.
Mhm.
So you send the merit by doing charity, giving charity to the temple.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, Ajaan. Thank you very much,
Okay,
Ajaan. I wish
you're
you good health always. Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you. Next, Dr. Piao and Indira. She's not here today.
She's coming. She's coming.
Okay. You have any comment on dreams or anything like this that we just talk about?
Dreams, yeah. So the hungry ghost, I guess, even if you get married to, even if you don't know their relatives or not, like immediate, I mean, doesn't matter. You can still give because in the sansara is so long, you're bound to happen some relatives with you, right, around you, a hungry ghost. Because if the sansara is like the amount of water you drank is more than the ocean of the sea, ocean, with the water of the ocean. If Buddha says the amount of milk you drank from one mother. So must be, I'm sure there might be some hungry ghost, our
And
hungry ghost.
our relatives in the past
Yeah.
away.
So it's not a waste.
So it doesn't matter who they are as long as they're
Yeah,
hungry, because
I'm sure
just
there
give
must
it,
be.
give them help. Okay.
Other question I have was about the we talk like when you talk about nibbana, always Buddha talks about nibbanam paraman sukham, or also say yes, and also as etang santang etang panitang. This is sublime. This is the most peaceful and sublime, and pranitang is like a bliss, like a. So when you talk about those qualities, are those the qualities of knowing element? Because there are no more aggregates in that situation. The vinyanya, the consciousness is like anidasana, like consciousness without a base. It's separated. So is it a quality of knowing element Buddha is talking about?
Quality of a pure knowing element without defilement.
Knowing element, pure knowing element, yes.
Yeah, without defilement,
Without
without
aggregates.
craving, without cravings. But the other four nama khandha still exist, but it just doesn't function.
Doesn't function.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's not functioning.
Yeah.
But the mind can instigate dysfunction anytime it wants to.
Yeah. The ordinary person, because of the craving, is always creating, constructing the other aggregates all the time.
Aggregates all the time.
Yeah.
But with the mind, without defilement, there is no condition to instigate this function, so that function stop.
Yeah.
And
So,
once there is no avijja, then there's no sankhara, no vijnana.
So there is construction still. Still, the Buddha is like that after nibbana, but parinibbana, everything is gone pretty much.
Right.
But no craving, but there's construction.
Yes, when he still have body, the body can instigate the mental function. When he sees you, he wants to give you Dhamma talk, for instance. So he needs the mental karma, the mental khandha, the nama khandha to do the work for him. Well, not doing the work for avijja anymore. There's no avijja in his mind.
Avijja.
It's only Dhamma, only teaching Dhamma. You know, the Buddha spent every day for session of teaching people Dhamma.
Yes.
That's all, and he used the nama khandha in the body, the five khandhas, as the tool. His mind is pure, have no defilement, but his mind can still function like a person with defilement, but he actually has no defilement.
Yes.
He functions out of compassion, out of Brahma Vihara, loving kindness, compassion, mudita, and ubeka. right? Am I saying it right? Sound right
Yes,
to you?
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
four
yeah.
divine abidings.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think the four divine abidings have been the say greed, hatred, delusion, and fear is replaced by metta, mudita, karuna, upekka.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Can't think of the state like that. It's
Okay.
unreal.
So blissful and powerful.
Yeah.
Trying hard.
So yeah, the question I have is like you said, the mind and body separates, and the jhanas. In the first jhana, I guess the rupa jhana, but still there is some resemblance to the body in the rupa jhana, but it completely separates in the first arupa jhana because no more you're going beyond the confinements of the rupa. So that's where you really see body has no relevance anymore.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
I think the fourth jhana already start to separate
Okay.
the mind from the body.
Okay.
Because the body disappear from the mind's consciousness.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Ajahn.
It's like floating in space, alone in space, the knowing element.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you,
Thank you
Ajahn.
so much. Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
everything is okay?
Everything is good. Yes, yes. Practicing. Even now, I was meditating. That's why I was, yes. But Manajan, I just
It's a lot of dust, I think. The quality, it is true. Like the layperson, like when you renunciate, a little dust, right? You're easier for, I guess, in a way. But with the household life is full of dust. I keep vacuuming, still more dust coming.
but at least we are trying hard, Tanaja, doing our best. Yes.
Okay.
And you have made a phenomenal, can't even put it into words, such a huge impact in our lives meeting you. So thank you so much. So grateful to you.
Yeah, you made things easier rather than complex.
Okay, good to hear that. Good encouragement. All right.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Tanajan
Thank you.
Teran Sarnai.
Next, Philip from Malaysia.
I believe that Ajahn, I don't have any questions, just came in here to pay respects to you.
Okay. Now, Tommy, can you hear me, Tommy? All right. Are you still in Laos?
In Australia Cup.
In Australia now. You're back in Australia.
Yeah.
I see.
Back home.
So what happened in Laos? Okay.
Yeah, it was all right. I just stayed at the monastery, and then went and stayed in the eco resort for a few days to look at the forest and see some animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have any question tonight?
With Arahan, some teachers say that chitta goes completely still, but then some other ones say that the Arahant's mind's made out of the enlightenment factors, and is it still or does it move between the four Brahma Viharas like a breeze through through a room, or is it still?
Well, it's very difficult to describe because there are things that move and there are things that doesn't move, in an Arahant mind. The thing that moves are the four khandhas, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana.
Yeah.
The thing that doesn't move is the defilement because there's no defilement left in the mind. The mind doesn't react with defilement anymore. Doesn't act with great hate or delusion. But the mind react or act with the four Brahma Vihara instead. And common sense or wisdom.
Do they still have Dhamma Vichaya?
Dhamma for getting rid of the defilement is no longer needed. You graduated already as far as the practice of the Noble Eightfold Path is over, it's gone, it's finished. And Arahant doesn't do this anymore. Doesn't contemplate on body, feeling, or mind anymore. It has to pass the examination already.
What about just for fun?
Pardon me?
Just for fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
I guess when one has to give Dhamma talk, you might have to use this again. See, when you have to teach, then you have to teach the Noble Eightfold Path, right?
Yeah.
But you don't have to have any memory about this thing. You know it for automatically. You know the Noble Eightfold Path automatically. You don't have to review it every time you give a talk. This is something you don't forget.
What about, like, for me, if there's a hot day or something, and I'm sitting in my cabin, and I get a feeling of dukkha, and I want to turn on the fan. If the Arahant has no dukkha, how do they know how to turn on the fan?
Has dukkha, same like you have. The body dukkha is the same with everybody. Buddha, people ordinary like you and me, have the same Vedana, have the same painful feeling from the body. But the Arahant, they don't have any painful feeling from the mind, like stress, anxiety, or worries. They don't have this. The body, so the Buddha still get hungry, and when the body gets hungry, the Buddha has to feed the body with food. When it gets thirsty, the Buddha has to feed the body with water, for instance. But the mind doesn't have any stress or pain from the hunger of the food or for thirst.
What about somebody sitting in jhana? Can they be harmed?
When they're in jhana, they're completely protected from the body. They don't know anything about the body.
But I mean, like, if a bandit or someone came by.
The body could be shot, but the mind would not notice it.
Okay. So the karma doesn't protect them, they can still die.
Yeah. Even an Arahant, the karma cannot protect the Arahant. The Buddha was trying to be assassinated 3 times by Devadatta. But the mind is protected. The mind isn't afraid, isn't have any feeling disturbed by what's going to happen to the body.
What about if somebody develops a binya, do they just see the color of the aroma, or can they see the contents of thinking as well?
Somebody with what opinion?
With a binya, can they see the contents of thinking, or just the color of the aramana?
Anybody with mindfulness can see this. Once you enter into jhana, you will start to see all the mental function of the mind. You can see the thought, you can see the feeling, you can see the memory working.
I'm talking about other people's.
About other people, you have to have special psychic power to be able to read the mind of other people. Like Ajaan Man, he could read the mind of some of his disciples.
But does he see the contents of thinking, or just the color of the chitta?
I didn't ask him. But he knew what you were thinking.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
running out of time.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Thanks,
nice
Ajahn.
talking to you. So what is your next plan now? Coming back to
No more plans. I think I'll do another 6-month retreat.
at the same place where you were before?
Yeah, I ran out of money, so I can't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe later when you get more money, then you can travel again.
Yeah, next year.
Okay. Oh, happy meditating, okay?
Thanks, Ajahn.
Next, Gary. We have to go quickly now,
You too,
Gary.
Ajahn.
You have any question?
John, no questions, just here to pay respect.
Okay. Then we'll go to B now for question from home. B, how many questions you have tonight?
Good evening, Prajan. Good to see you again. There are 3 questions so far from Facebook. The first 2 questions are from Aun, and the first question is as such. Good evening, Bante. Can Bante please explain if someone who has dementia or Alzheimer, can he or she enter the stream?
I don't think so. If he cannot remember the Dhamma, how can he enter the stream? He needs to know the Dhamma and follow the teaching of the Dhamma in order to be able to enter into the stream.
Right. And the second question is as such. I would like to ask a question about practicing right mindfulness and right concentration. I heard from other teachers that some people practice meditations for long periods, 4 to 5 hours daily, but despite that, they still have emotion or hot temper and cannot control their reaction. And some Ajahn says, don't practice for too long, maybe just 1 or 2 hours is enough, and instead focus more on having right mindfulness from the time they get up to the time getting to sleep. So the question is, should he focus more on mindfulness or on concentration?
On both, but first you have to first focus on mindfulness. Then once you have mindfulness, then you can have right concentration. So you need both really. But before you can have right concentration, you need to have right mindfulness first. Okay.
Yes. And the third and last question is from Sulan. Dear Ajaan Suchart, good evening to you. May I ask for your advice on what is the best gift for old people at the last stage of their life? Is it good to take them traveling overseas, places they want to go? Is this enough to fulfill their wishes? What does taking care of an elderly parent in the last stage of life look like to you?
Ask them what they want and give them what they want. So simple. You want to make them happy. And so whatever they want to do and make them happy, then okay, do that for them. What about you? Do you have any question yourself?
I was just reading maybe just a short question, Prajan, on one of the 227 Sila. On the question on why is it that monks are not allowed to keep certain, foods for more than 7 days?
Well, because monks supposed to be not attached to things. They only have just the essential only. Because having things, it can only become a burden for the monk. The monk will have to look after them. See. So the Buddha wants the monks to live like birds, having no possession, so that they can fly anytime they want and change location and practice meditation. You don't need a lot of possession when you do meditation practice. The less said, the lighter, the better. The less burden, the easier for your meditation practice. So the Buddha tried to prevent the monks from having too much possession. Like the food, the monk can only keep it until midday. After midday, all the food they collected will have to be given away. You cannot keep it for tomorrow anymore. Tomorrow you just go bake for new food tomorrow. But today, once you finish eating, you don't need the food anymore. Give it away. Then you don't have to worry about having storage, having refrigerator, and so and a lot of things will come after. If you start to have possession. When you have possession, then you have to have a safe place to keep it, right?
Yes, I was just looking at from the point of view of not wasting food, like if they cannot finish it, they can keep it, instead of throwing it away.
In Buddhism, we look at a different point. We look at a non-attachment point, and also look at it as an adana, charity point. Give food away to charity, to give food rather than keeping it for yourself. Once you don't need it, don't keep it, give it away. This is the practice of dana, or generosity. And no burden also, no responsibility. You don't have to worry about the things you have because you don't have anything to worry about.
That's true.
Then there will be no hindrance to your meditation practice. If you have lots of stuff, you start to worry, what's going to happen to my thing? Has someone taken my things away or not? When you start to have worry, then you won't find it. Then it will not be easy for you to meditate. So the Buddha always stressed emptiness, having as little as possible. It's good for your meditation practice, good for your mind. Okay.
Understood, Prachan. Thank you so much.
All
And I
right.
will be going to Pattaya next week, so I look forward to seeing you next weekend.
Okay. Thank you for helping reading the questions. All right. That's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Dusad.
Thank you, Min.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.